And Weslaco police are still investigating a fatal back-to-back accident involving 4 cars this morning. Now, this accident claimed the life of 42-year-old Priscilla Ann Jimenez Trejo and sent her 11-year-old son and 2 others to the hospital. Weslaco police officials tell us they received calls around 7:30 this morning. 3 cars were involved in a minor fender bender. Well, the drivers decided to move and park their cars on the shoulder of the expressway just before the Westgate overpass. They say the drivers then exited their vehicles. Now, this is when a 4th car drove up on the ramp and veered into the shoulder and crashed into the 3 parked vehicles. Officials are still in the preliminary stages of the investigation, trying to find out what exactly happened on the expressway this morning. So we wanted to know what motorists need to remember if ever caught on the expressway in that path of potential danger. Channel 5's Gabriela Garza spoke to an expert and has what you need to know.
It's a decision most people believe is the safest. Weslaco Police Sergeant Bernie Garza says it's the furthest thing.
They have a crash, they're thinking, okay, I need to call the police, I need to get out, see what the damage is, without even thinking, okay, I'm on a interstate.
Garza tells us that's exactly what happened earlier today when Priscilla Ann Jimenez Trejo stepped off her vehicle and onto Expressway 83. Thursday morning, a fatal accident occurred on the shoulder of Expressway 83 in Weslaco. Garza tells us when the victims in the crash stepped off their vehicle, they put themselves at risk.
Most people always are like, well, we can't move, we got to stay here. And if you get out of the vehicle onto the traffic lanes, you're just putting yourself in harm.
He adds if it is a major accident, the car should stay put and the driver immediately call for help. Garza understands that's not always the case for every accident.
It's a minor, the vehicles can still be driven. Move, go to the next exit, get to the first parking lot, get off the roadway, call it in.
Manny Ramirez, an instructor with Benavides Driving School, says he tries to educate his students about this common misconception.
I cover as many situations as possible, and the big one I do tell them there's an emergency lane there, but don't expect the paint to protect you. Move over as much as possible.
Ramirez says the biggest issue they've been trying to fix is distracted driving.
Process of being in a hurry, more mistakes are made, and now we're talking about collisions, and usually it's distracted people and just not paying attention.
He says he goes over various driving scenarios with his students to keep them vigilant and aware of all the situations that may arise on the road. Ramirez shares his biggest tip to drivers.
More space, give yourself more space. They tailgate expecting that if this guy brakes, I'm going to brake at the same time.
He says drivers need to be more patient with other drivers, their eyes focused on the road, and always put their safety first. In Weslaco, Gabriela Garza, Channel 5 News at 6.
And if you are looking for extra tips to stay safe on the roadways, the Department of Public Safety's website is filled with ways to keep you safe on the roadways. They advise you to park as far off the roadways as possible, make your vehicle visible, turn on your flashers, exit the vehicle from the passenger side away from traffic. These tips are available on their website at dps.texas.gov. Search travel tips. Also available online is the Texas Driver's Handbook. It gives detailed tips on any incidents that may have happened on the roadway. From car accidents to a flat tire, this information will allow you to stay vigilant out on the roadways. Andrew.